All right, so this video will show you how you can export your annotated bibliography. Okay, this would also be similar to how you would export to a Google Doc or a Word document for a works cited as well. Okay, so all I want to do is I want to come into my project where I've created my bibliographies, my annotations. You can ignore this right here. Okay. All right, so you can see I have two sources here with annotations. So I will come up here to this export print option. Okay, so click here and see my options. You can see I can export to Word, I could export to rich text file, Google Docs. I can preview it as a web page. But first I want to come to formatting options. Okay, so this time around I want my list title to be annotated bibliography, which this is showing right now. But yours may say instead works cited. And when you export for a works cited page to add to a paper, you would choose this title. Here we're doing annotated bibliography, so I make sure this one is chosen. Okay, my page header, that I know it will be my last name, and I want it to include, for an annotated bibliography, I want it to include citations and annotations. If I were doing just my works cited, then I would choose print citations only. Okay. So now that I've made sure that my formatting options will be correct, now I can come back up here and I can choose to print export to Google Docs. Okay. And it will give me an option. I can export all sources. I could choose to export sources with just certain tags, okay, which is not something I typically do. Okay, I click submit, and you see it will generate to my Google Drive. Just have to pick my account. Okay, so now this is a correctly formatted annotated bibliography. You can see I have my bibliographic citation, and I have the annotation that I wrote for each of these sources. It has my header up here with the page number. Okay, so for your purposes, for your annotated bibliography, this is pretty much done. Okay, so that would be a Google Drive. If I want to export instead to a Word document, I choose Print Export to Word. Okay, see, it shows me the same thing. Now I'll do that. And you notice on my computer, it downloads it. Okay. So here's my document. Give it a sec to come up. Okay. Can edit from here. Okay. All right. And you can see, again, this is perfectly formatted. You can see, oh, it's showing me I do have a spelling error here. So I'm going to correct that spelling error. And then I can save it. And then this, again, will also be ready for submission. Okay. I'm going to save that for a moment. Okay. So you can export to either Word or Google Docs, whichever one you're using. Just be sure that you do go into formatting options and you have annotated bibliography.